Hello, everyone. Welcome to my late night live. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. So I am using my Nail House acrylic powder. It's called Dark and Divine. So you can find this on Nail House, nailhouse.com. So we get into the chocolate of the chocolatey. Okay. So I was just on live earlier, just a little impromptu doing some press-on nails. And I said, well, I'm going to be doing my nails, so why not? Come on back and do my nails on live. Instead of, instead of doing the press-on nails. Now, what I would say is, I didn't do my intro. Hola, bonjour, como estás? Hope everyone is doing muy bien. What I will say is, take your time with this part. When you're working with acrylic, like, you work the acrylic, do not let it work you, because, child, it will. And I won't be on here as nearly as long as I was earlier. Because for one, I only have just 2 more nails to go. Cool. What's going on? So I'm going to be cleaning up my cuticle. Cleaning up that cuticle area. Just making sure we have a nice flat surface. Coda. Then you go outside. Now, I see a little bit right here at the tip of my nail. So I'm going to take the thinnest little amount and apply it here. Okay, I like to give it just a little bit of time to sit. So I'm going to pat, pat, pat. And then just bring it down. Now, people have their own method to applying acrylic. This is my basic. It's so basic. Anyone could do it. But I also understand that acrylic is not always easy to work with. So people often opt to not. So I definitely get it. However, I say if you do want to get into acrylic, just take your time. Because ultimately, it's going to be some good practice for you in the end, okay? All right. So I'm seeing a little area right here. I'm just going to build it. And you don't need much. I just take the thinnest amount, let it sit, and then I just go in and apply it. And then just blend everything. Blend everything. Make sure you're wiping your brush off. Hey y'all, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all so much for coming in. I am using my butterfly molders, so you can find these on Amazon. And again, I get that acrylic is not the most fun, but you can use these for polygel or whatever the case may be. So I say just give yourself a chance and, you know, do your best. That's the, you know, that's the goal, to get better and better each time. So just take your time and build the acrylic nail. Now, I like to always say go in with smaller beads, like a small bead like this. You know, some people like, oh, you know, you can do it in the 2 bead method, whatever the case may have you. Well, you know, that's not my forte. So I typically just like to go in with just a little bit. Start at the cuticle area, you know. Make sure you're wiping your brush. Give it a little time and you're going to swipe that down, okay? Now, I say go in with the smaller beads because you can actually see if you're, you know, if you're hitting the areas of the full nail. Now, if you do it with the 2 bead method, I mean, of course you're going to be able to see that too, right? But sometimes I find that it can be a little bumpy. And I haven't quite got there yet, you know, gotten there yet. So, again, to each their own. Take another small bead. Take another small bead. And we're legitly going to do the same thing, okay? Sidewall to sidewall, you just patting, 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 patting. Clean up any area that you see that the acrylic is going outside of. So if it's going outside of the nail bed, nail wall, just clean it up, okay? You got this, okay? Now, I like this nail house acrylic because it sets like really well versus some acrylics I work with and it takes a while and it's runny, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's just not it. However, I say take your time and don't be in a rush. That's all I can say. Because if you are, it's going to show in your nail, honey. Okay. And we don't want that. We want folks to be like, wow, what? Whoa, you did that? Yeah, we need the people to be amazed and want to come back for more. Okay. Hey, SSB, how you doing? How are you? Okay, another small bead. I know this right. I know this right, SSB. All right, so we're going to take another small bead. And what you're going to do is, now the reason, you know, again, let this be a teaching moment that small beads go a long way, okay? Small beads go a long way because you see how I just built that? Now, we still got some more to do, right? Now, I'm putting it in reverse because once I extend the acrylic, right, I'm going to begin to shape and drag it, okay, into that stiletto look, okay? Now, don't be too hard on yourself if you don't get this method down the first, second, third, or fourth time, okay? Because, again, acrylic is not for everyone. Just like polygel is not for everyone. But the fact that you do it, hey, you're doing it. So pat yourself on the back, okay? So we see, excuse me. Yeah, I just ate some tacos. Belching a little bit. I was drinking a Pepsi. All right, so we see we need to continuously build our point, right? Just like we got the rest of them, right? Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Take a little bit of our, oh, I'm using the number 10 Savvyland brush too. I didn't tell you all that. So I'm taking the smallest little bead, and then we're going to just place it on here, okay? Now we're going to pat, 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 sidewall to sidewall, sidewall to sidewall, and drag it down, okay? All right. Now, you're keeping your brush nice and clean, okay? Now, this is the part where it gets a little fun because, as you can see, like my wall here was kind of like not there. So what I did was just push it down a little bit and blended it, okay? So push it down because it's still a wet, right? So you still have time to do that. We're going to do that on the same side and drag it down, okay? Now, for all of my beginners, intermediates, I call myself an intermediate. Intermediates, it doesn't matter where you at. So we all get flustered, right? It's working with acrylic. I just say don't give up, okay? Don't give up, okay? That just means that you're closer to getting it down when you get a little flustered, okay? Don't let the devil give in to you, okay, honey? All right. All right. Now, as you all can see, I'm missing just a little bit there. So I'm going to add just a little acrylic there and a little acrylic there, okay? All right. So we're going to do that. Taking the smallest little bead. And when I say the smallest, small like that, okay? Placing it down, patting to each side. Pat, 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 pat. Give it about 2 seconds, right? Give it about 2 seconds. And then we're going to swipe it down, okay? And you should start seeing a nice blend, okay? Drag it forward. And just make sure everything is nice and blended, okay? And ultimately, those little rifts that we saw in the nail are gone, okay? Again, this is just coming from your at-home nail tech, honey. This is how I do mine. And honestly, like I said, these molds are the best thing I could have invested in. Because, honey, let me tell you, doing acrylic on tips, woo-wee, it's not for the faint of heart, okay? But again, the fact that you are practicing and you're doing it, it means everything, okay? You got this. You can do this, okay? All right. Odorless monomer. I don't. I use regular Kiara Sky monomer. And I know people have their opinions about the monomer, Kiara Sky monomer, but I really like the Kiara Sky monomer. Sometimes I do dibble and dab in the Mia Secret monomer. But yeah, mainly it's Kiara Sky. So I'm just pinching the nail here. All right, I want to stop doing nails in my house because of smell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, they have some odorless monomer that you can definitely use. But I haven't used the odorless monomer. The smell doesn't bother me as much because I guess I done got used to it. But I do know some people that cannot stand this smell, okay? However, I say if you can use the odorless monomer, try it out. Try it out. Try it out. You might like it. You might like it. Okay? All right. So, These are brown brown. These are brown brown. Oh my God. All right, so now I'm going to use my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand. See, yes, I just said these. Yeah, the odorless you might like, honestly. You might like that. Now I do hear that the odorless monomer does still have like some type of smell, but I guess again, since I am used to the smell, it doesn't bother me as much, you know. But that could just be me. So, but yeah, let me know how you like it, because I'm always in the business of like wanting to know, like, when y'all try new stuff and stuff, you know. All right, y'all finna see whew, child, I don't know what this finna be, but I'm using my non-dominant hand right here, my left hand, to do my dominant hand. Okay, I like to take my dominant hand and add the acrylic powder onto the nail. So especially when I'm using my non-dominant hand, I like to use a small bead, and then I just go in. Make sure you're still wiping off that nail, okay? Okay. And then essentially you're going to do the same thing you do over there. Now when you're using your non-dominant hand, be patient with yourself. For real, give yourself some grace. Don't be listening to Sally, Sue, and Mo, who ain't never did no nails and who probably had never experienced, you know, what we be experiencing, child, when we use our non-dominant hand. Because you got it. Don't get flustered. And even if you do get flustered, it's okay. It's okay. You are doing your own nails. That's all that matters, okay? Y'all be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, okay? Thank y'all. All right, so we're going to do essentially the same thing we did over there, okay? So we're going to, you know, like I said, when I drag, I like to go ahead and start shaping. Because that way it helps me, especially using my non-dominant hand, see where I need to go in, okay? All right. Now, trust me, honey, I did not get here overnight, honey. I did not get here overnight. Y'all still be struggling. Y'all see me struggling right now. I'm just taking my time, and I'm not as flustered as I would be if I was off this thing. But give yourself some grace, okay? Make sure that brush is nice and clean, okay? Yes, let me know, SSB. Let me know. All right? So we're going to take a little bit. Yeah, I have my powder here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go over the nail one more time. This time we went in with a thicker coat. Coat of acrylic, okay? However, as long as you lay it nice and right, you're patting, dragging your sidewalls, you know, sidewall to sidewall, then hey, you're going to be good. But ultimately, I don't want y'all to be getting so flustered, like I said, to where you're like, oh, just forget it. I cannot use both of my hands. It's okay. Everybody don't even do both of their hands, child. I know some people who do their main hand and then, child, they throw out some doggone press-ons, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them, because I mean, child, press-ons look just as good, child. But take your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have rips and dips, but ultimately, in the end, you done your nails. You're doing your nails. So, and it's better than you doing your nails and get upset with yourself than you going to a shop and then getting upset with them after you paid $90. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to big y'all up now. Okay? Okay? Now, I know that this nail is way longer than this nail. Okay? However, That's just how we gotta roll with when when I'm doing my doggone using my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand. And shout out to all the lefties, cause the lefties, like I said, and I said in my previous live, y'all be having some good hand right. I don't be knowing what be going on, child. What be going on when I use my left hand? It don't work like that. But anywho, hi Bubble Nails. Thank you, girl. From your picture, yours is pretty too, honey. Thank you so much. I try, girl. I try, girl. I try. I'm telling you, I cannot use my non-dominant hand. I'm, the greatest. You know what I'm saying? How about you, Bubba Nails? Bubba Nails is here, so she's a nail artist. So you can attest. Like, can you use your non-dominant hand to do your dominant hand? Like, how does that work for you? You know, how do you like doing that? Is it easy for you, or is it like struggling like it is for me? Because I'm telling you, I mean, I'm doing okay right now using my left hand, but mainly, child, y'all see how slow I'm moving and how fast I did my nail? She said, Adore is here, y'all. Hey, Adore. Hi, Maria, Maria. Girlie is in the house, okay? Adore said she used both of her hands. I know that's right. See, that's what I'm saying. But see, do you struggle though, Adore? Do you struggle? Because you see what I'm saying? Like how slow I'm moving. Is there any tips you can give us that are doing non-dominant hands? I mean, using their non-dominant hand. She said, I'm not good at it. Oh, Bonus said, I'm not good at it. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. I think I do decent. But I know that I can do better. So I'm always open for tips. And I know Dora said that she used both of her hands. So I appreciate that. Oh, Adore is left-handed. Girl, this says so much. That's probably why. That's probably why you can use both of your hands. Oh, She said just balance your finger. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then Bubba Nail said one hand is, but the other hand is bad. Okay, I see. I appreciate y'all feedback and y'all tips because I do want to get better with using this left hand. Like, I have to clip down and shave and, but I'm doing it, but I need pointers. I need help. But she said just take your time. You'll get there. Thank you so much. I am, because I just want to be better. I really do. That's the goal. I pray that I just get better and better over time, because I'm not doing too many people, like nails and stuff at this time. However, let's just say I do want to do somebody's hand, I mean, I'm teaching somebody, a class or something, and I'm using my non-dominant hand. Like, I don't want to be like so slow as I am right now. You know what I'm saying? But I know, I agree with Adore. She said, take your time. And that's the best advice that you can give anyone, especially so that they don't be so discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, y'all are helping me a lot when it comes to like not giving up on these hands, because I just feel like I move like a turtle, she said practice on your fake hand. Oh, that's a good suggestion. I'm gonna do that. And I'm definitely gonna do that and post my results. Well, I can send it to you, Maria. But I'm gonna post my results because yeah, you see how slow I'm moving? Like, what? But hey, I'm not gonna talk about myself because I'm doing it. Hey, I'm doing it. I appreciate that, y'all. Cause I promise you, I'm struggling. But I know we gotta start somewhere, right? All right. So taking my time. Make sure you go sidewall to sidewall, okay? I just went in with another thin coat That way I can, you know, make sure that my cuticle area is filled in all the way. Adore said, but try with polygel. Okay, I'm going to try it with polygel because I have polygel. I just don't use it as often. Yeah, I don't use it as often. And she said that's how I did it. Okay, I'm going to try that. Now, I do like using polygel molders as well, the clear molders or whatever. Do you use those? Because I know those definitely help too. Hey, everybody, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all so much. All right. So take your time, pat, 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 pat. And I know y'all hear me say pat, pat, but it's very important for you to pat things from sidewall to sidewall so that you don't have those gaps or cracks in your nail. Very important. Mine look a little crazy because I'm using my non-dominant hand. However, just make sure that whatever you do, you're patting this from side to side wall, okay? Okay, okay, and we're going to do the same thing we did to our other hand. We're going to drag a little bit of this down and pat it down, okay? And you see how that just filled in that wall piece right there? That's what you're going to do, okay? Now, don't forget, we're going to go back in with a second coat. Make sure you're definitely dragging everything down, okay? Now, you want to make it a little thick. Just press it down a little bit and just go back in, okay? When I say press it down, you see how I'm just curving that tip down? I'm going to curve that tip, and then I'm going to just press it, pat, 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 and do the same thing. Now, I'm moving like a ninja turtle. I do appreciate y'all for just working with me or whatever. But again, shout out to my lefties. Shout out to Maria, because, baby, I know you be having some artiste moments, because like I said, left-handed people have some beautiful handwriting. It seems like they are pretty good at being ambidextrous too. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna make that tip a tip, but you see how I'm still missing just a little bit right here, so I'm gonna go in with the smallest little coat. Right, so you see it's built there, and then we got very thin right here, so I'm gonna build it just a little bit more. She said, oh, I tried. She said, we can do something showing people how to use everything. Yes, we should do that because, like I said, I have polygel, but I don't use polygel a whole lot. I have in the past when I first started off, and it was okay, but it was a hot mess. Oh, it was a hot mess. Okay, so we're going to build this tip just a little bit because we want to make sure that everything is nice and even to the other side. So I'm going to pat, 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 okay, and swipe down, swipe down. You see how it's just blending seamlessly? That's what you want to do. Now, if I was not using this left hand, child, these nails will be done, okay? Make sure that brush is nice and clean, okay? I give it about 2-3 seconds, you know, and then I just go on down because I need to build this tip just a little longer, okay? And that gives you time to let your acrylic sit and get a little harder. That way you can extend the nail. You see what I'm saying? Just tuck it. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, my foot going to sleep. My foot going to sleep. Okay? But Vanessa said, you make it look easy. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I don't like giving up on myself. And if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to go and do it. You get what I'm saying? Doris said, Doris said, you have more time to work with polygel. Yes, I do. I do have a lot of time. And two, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a whole polygel set. I have 2 polygel sets. I just don't bring them out, you know? But I should. I should. Again, I appreciate y'all for working with this Ninja Turtle, y'all. This Ninja Turtle, that being me. It's not my regular hand, y'all. So, if I'm holding the brush wrong, I apologize, child. I'm trying. Okay. All right. Bubba do nails. Yeah, Bubba does nails. Yep. That's why I was asking, like, does she have any suggestions on, like, you know, if she does use both of her hands, you know, too, like, how does that work, you know? All right, so I'm going to take another one of my butterflies. I'm going to take another one of my butterflies. You can find these on Amazon or Shein. Amazon or Shein. Okay. All right. She said, yes, I do, but I'm not really good at it. Ah, girl, you gonna get there. Trust me. At least you doing it. You practicing. Adore said, I'd rather be slow so it comes out better. I know that's right. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate that. I really do. Like, y'all just don't understand. Like, some people click away because you move a little slower than others when you aren't, you know, using your dominant hand. So they just click out of the live. But I really do appreciate you all for just sticking with me and giving me words of encouragement, because that means a lot. Like, that means a whole lot to me. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, y'all. And again, going in with a very small bead. Now, I am an advocate for smaller beads. Small beads wins the race, okay? Just make sure you're patting, pat, 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 pat. And again, acrylic is not for the faint of heart. It's really not. Okay, we're going to pat, pat. You see what I'm saying? Pat and swipe. Pat and swipe. Okay? Don't swipe too early, because, child, it'll all run out. Okay? Just pat, pat, and swipe. Okay? All right? See how nice and even that is? Just take your time. Take your time. Like I said, I don't even have a 2 bead method down. Child. I don't even have a 1 bead method down. I got 100 beads. I do it if whatever long it take. Okay? I know it said, too bad if we'll go slow so somewhere else. Bye. I know that's right. I know that's right. I told y'all this little Ninja Turtle tonight. Basic things like gluing nails and painting nails. Okay, that's not basic. That's not basic, because somebody don't even know how to do that. So that's not basic. Like, give yourself some grace. Like, you're doing it. Okay, you're doing it. Okay. All right, make sure that that nail brush is nice and clean, okay? Now, pat, 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 going to sidewall, okay? And then you're going to swipe. Now, everything when you swipe it should be nice and clean, okay? There should not be, like, any, like, lumps and bumps. But, child, y'all seen how I had to build this one, okay? I'm using my non-dominant hand, so I ain't going to say it ain't going to be no lumps and bumps, but ultimately, you're going to see a nice clean swipe, okay? You get what I'm saying? So it's important that you're patting that acrylic down from sidewall to sidewall, okay? Y'all be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate each and every one of those eyes that have laid their eyes on this channel tonight. Like I said, y'all are really helping me. All right, and shout out to Maria, for supporting my channel, y'all. Yes. And Bubble Nails, shout out to them. Yeah, Maria got some heat coming. Just know that. That's all I can say right now. But my girl got some heat coming, okay? Y'all just stay tuned. When I say she got some heat. It's getting hot in here, so hot. Wanna put on all my nails. Heat. Okay? All right. Now, see how I got something on that brush? You want to make sure that it's wiped off, because if you don't, it will cake. It will cake. It will cake your nails, okay? All right. So again, I'm just still dragging things down, okay? And again, I'm going to start making my point, okay? Now you see how thin this is at the tip? You don't want that because that means that your tip is going to probably fall off, okay? Okay? Yes, okay? Bubba, if it's sloppy, you doing it, you practice, you did them. So, girl, don't be hard on yourself. Do not be hard on yourself. You see me. You see it raw and in time, child. You see me. You just take your time. Just take your time. What do I say? I miss it. I know you do, but I know you finna come with that heat though. So that's all we can say right now. So we'll leave that be. Okay. All right, y'all. Patting sidewall to sidewall, swiping down. Swiping down. Now again, you don't want to swipe too fast or the acrylic will run, okay? You don't want to swipe too fast or the acrylic will run, okay? Yes, Adore said, Bubba, it's okay. I remember when I first started on there. Boy, girl, yes. Ooh, y'all remember? Yes, yeah. Yeah, do y'all remember when I started last year? Child, them they look like hot janky. But I still was out here doing them. I sure was. I sure was. All right, you see how I just kind of extended that long? If you don't want it long, just fold it down. And you're going to pat and swipe it back into place. And you're still going to be shaping this nail, right? Because you still got time. Because it's still wet, okay? Now, it's a little crooked, so we're going to just, fix it. We're going to fix it a little straight. Okay. All right. Pat, pat, swipe down. Swipe down, okay? Let your brush do everything for you, okay? You just make sure that you're holding it in place and molding it and stuff and things, and let the rest be the rest. And then don't forget to pinch your nails when they get seemingly a little dry, and when it's time to take off your nail foils, okay? Pinching that nail is real, okay? Again, appreciate y'all a lot. Appreciate y'all a lot. So you see right here, I still can see my nail a little bit. So I'm actually going to put a little bit there, okay? I love seeing the difference in my work. It's fun. I know that's right. Me too. Me too. Me too. And that's what sets us apart, because y'all know my nails did not used to look like this. Oh no, ma'am. They did not look like this. Oh no, ma'am. Oh no, ma'am. No, I'm talking so basic. So basic that folks would swipe out. Swiper, no swiping. They was out of here. All right. We're going to take a thin coat, though, to fill in the side, okay? So when I say a thin coat, I mean the thinnest coat, okay? We paint them tomorrow. Well, honestly, this is a brown, so I'm going to design them tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to design them. I have a cute little design I seen from Shein. Yeah, I know I love me some Shein. That I'm going to do since they're brown. A nice little swirl and stuff and things. Ooh, I love me a good marble. Ooh, yes, honey. So, yes, we're definitely going to paint them tomorrow. And then that way you all can see the finishing touches. Now, at the end of the live, I'm not going to put any top coat or anything, because I know sometimes I do that. I'm not going to put any top coat. I'm just going to, do all the shindig, foul them, buffle them, all of that. But nothing else. I'm not going to put any top coat on it, because my design tomorrow is going to speak loud. Loud, honey, loud. And that's when I'll top coat them or whatever. And I'm also thinking about doing a mouthpiece, so yes. I do say my deal like he came out of the gumball machine. Girl, I am hollering. Girl, not the gumball machine. Adore, really? Girl, no, they did not. I'm hollering. I am hollering. Not the gumball machine, the 25-cent gumball machine. All right, so here we go. And right here, oh, and right here, that's why I said I'm gonna wait till it dries, because we're gonna pinch this so it's not so bulky, okay? I want them to look like flat and nice like this nail, right? So just take your time. Take your time. She said, I'll see some picture. Girl, yes, send me some picture, because I do not believe no dang 25-cent bubblegum machine. Your nails. Y'all, that doggone Adore is funny, y'all. That girl really said 25-cent bubblegum machine, y'all. Okay, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to be moving a little. I think I'm doing okay, right? Does it look like I'm picking up speed or anything? I don't think so, but hey, we're here, okay? And I say get you some of these nail foils. These nail foils are your best friend. They're going to be your best friend, okay? Yes. Especially for you all that are just, you know, starting out, or, you know, even if you already do nails or whatever, it doesn't hurt, okay? So now we're going to pinch the nail, because this one is still a little pinchable. Okay. I already pinched that one. We're going to wait on this one, okay? And then don't forget, we're going to clean it up. So look at these nails compared to these nails. You see what I'm saying? Dominant hand did this hand, and then non-dominant hand did this hand. You just got to take your time. Take your time, okay? She said, you always, you get the flow of it, you move faster. Thank you. Thank you. I tried, but coming from a lefty, that's why I wanted to know, like, do you all have any suggestions? Because you all seem like most left-handed people I know, they can write with both of their hands. And I mean good. Not like half-stepping. So I always want to know, like, any feedback y'all can give. So I appreciate that. Like, just taking my time, stuff I'm already doing and stuff, and just keep practicing. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. So this is the nail house. So if y'all want to get this color, this is the nail house color. It's called Dark and Divine. Dark and Divine. This is what the acrylic is looking like. Okay. So taking the smallest bead. Small bead. Okay. Hey, Patches. How you doing? Thank you so much. I'm trying. I'm trying. Like I said, I think I'm moving like a Ninja Turtle, but I got Adore and Bubba here. Let me know. Hey, girl, you doing the dang thing, so I appreciate that. Adore said, girl, right, chicken scratch. I hate my right. Girl, no. I bet it's straight, though. I think left-handed people, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you do this, but I know some left-handed people, they have to take paper and use it as a guide for when they're writing things. I don't know if that's you, Adore, but yeah. Like my mom-in-law, she got some nice handwriting. She don't do that. Probably because she's so used to writing and stuff, but she has some really nice handwriting. However, I know some left-handed people that do that, and it's beautiful, you know, like you all just have nice handwriting. I don't know. Thank you, Patches. I really do appreciate that, because I stopped going to the shop a long time ago. A long time ago. You hear me, Patches? A long time ago. I stopped. Sugar was like, why you going just to get upset? You know what? We gonna buy you some stuff you can practice on your own hand. I was like, I don't got it. I don't got it. She like, no. Because you know what? We not gonna be going to no shops and spending no money. And them messing up my baby nails. When you could just mess up your own. Yeah, I was hollering. I was like, I don't know. I was discouraged in the beginning. But shout out to baby, because she be believing in me. Thank you so much, Adore. Thank you. I'm trying. All right. So again, pat. And make sure if you don't see the acrylic, you know, right at the cuticle tips, that's okay. Just drag it down a little bit, wipe off that brush, and keep going, okay? And now, I will say though, like I always tell you all in each of my lives, if you're in like a warm area, your acrylic is going to dry pretty fast, child. So make sure that you are just dragging that acrylic down as fast as you can, but not too fast, because it will cake and, you know, be all big and bent out of shape, child. And we don't want that, okay? Take your time. Take your time. Again, y'all, I appreciate y'all for working with me, because I know I'm moving slow. I know it. I know it. I'm trying. I said, I know this right. That's why I started cutting my own hair. Just say, I know this right, Patches. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Thank you, Maria, for that too. That's what I'm saying, Patches. Like, ain't nothing like doing your own. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all, going to the shop and stuff and just getting upset, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not getting upset with the people there, right? But after you leave, you be like, no, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way this should have cost $90, $100, $70. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, why not just put the energy in yourself and just do your own stuff? It's gonna look how it look, but give yourself some time. You know what I'm saying? Or do I say, I wish I could cut my hair. I make myself pop. Bless you, man. Adore, I am hollering, girl. Well, you do your own nails, so I know you can do your own hair. And honestly, with me doing, with Patrick saying that he does his own hair, like, shout out to you, because I know a lot of people that, like, they be upset too about their hair, and it's just like, but they don't take the time out to do, you know, to practice or to do it, you know, on their own. But trust me, the talents be there. They just be hidden. You know what I'm saying? Until you try, you never know what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You really don't. So kudos to you too. Like, it can't be easy, you know, sitting there having to, you know, keep focus and, you know, open both mirrors to look at the back and make sure you got this and that. Trust me, I know. I know. Just doing braids, doing my own braids and stuff. Man, listen. Child, she'll be like, how long you gonna be in there? Like, I gotta see, sugar. I gotta see, sugar. Sometimes she'll be like, you want me to help you, baby? I'll be like, yeah. Sometimes she'll help me this. Sometimes I'll be like, nah, I got it. Then she just come in and check on me. I thought you said you was almost done. I'll be like, but it's just this little piece right here. I can't see, whatever, whatever. But kudos to you. You like, for real. Because I know cutting your hair is not easy. It's not. It's not. I already know. It ain't. It sure ain't. Okay. So, hey, Emily. How you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, I'm a beginner and I use nail polish. Any tips for nail art? You are so talented. Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you so much. Honestly, for nail art, I say, as a beginner, what helped me, if I'm being honest, and everybody not like this, right? For beginner nail art, I used to just sit down and draw. Adore can tell you, I used to draw on my nail art, like starting out with Frenchies, right? That's drawn on, right? Or drawing on hearts, or drawing on my designs. Like I used to do, like I did a Mr. Krabs full set, like drawing on, like just watching a video and following it step by step to learn how to draw. It brought me so much peace as a nail beginner, just sitting there taking my time, because I knew once I got to acrylic, it was gonna be the next step to me just getting better and better. So I literally only use gel polish. I got me some nail tips, use gel polish only. That was it. Just gel polish. And just sat there and just practice different design, basic design, whether it was polka dots. I know this sounds very simple, but you know, whether it's polka dots or whatever the case have you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it, I'm telling you, girl, just sit there and practice, 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 practice. Start with nail polish. I say work your way up to poly gel. I didn't take as much time as I should have on poly gel. I just kind of gave up and I just moved on to acrylic nails. But yeah, girl, you got this though, Emily. Do it, do it, do it, do it. She said the easy stuff is the hardest. I know that's right. That's what I'm saying, Adore. Patchy said, I want to learn how to braid so bad. Patchy, it's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. I say try get you a mannequin head. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You gonna have it, honey. You hear me? Braid ain't no, it ain't nothing but a thing. It ain't nothing but a thing. So y'all, again, look at the hand difference. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Adore said, Emily, I think what she say? Good, you're welcome. Emily, I love doing. Just try to make sure I ain't miss y'all. Oh, thank you guys for the tips. I love you. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Bubby, girl, come on back. We here. We still here, child. All right, we got one more nail to go, and that's the thumb. And then y'all gonna see me like actually get into like the filing, the buffing, and all of that. And again, another thing, starting off as a nail beginner, I say get you some nail tips and just sit there and paint. Get you a nail hand, sit there and paint them. You know what I'm saying? Because painting the nails, people think that's easy, but sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I struggled in the beginning to stay in the line. And Sugar used to be like, no, baby. No, like, and it wasn't too bad, right? But it was just like I go over the line just a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm slayed. Sugar be like, no, you're not. I'm like, oop, my bad. Ooh, I'm hollering. But shout out to Sugar, because you want somebody real in your corner that's going to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to sugarcoat it just because they know you or like you. No, you need that feedback. You know, be open to feedback. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, bitch. I'm serious. I never thought about getting a mannequin head. Yes, get you a mannequin head, and ooh, we changed the game. That's how I started learning how to do scalp braids. Cause Sugar ended up buying me a mannequin head. She was like, baby, like, you want to get better? This the only way you're gonna get better. You gotta learn how to practice. Like, you gotta buy the stuff to learn how to get better. I'm like, you know what? You right. You know what? Heck yeah. Yep, save some money. That's what I'm saying, Adore. Save some money by doing your nails at the house. Sure can. Sure can. And that's all we doing. Saving a young $90, $100. Because the folks done went up. It's been 2 seconds and you halfway done. I know that's right. Thank y'all. Keep being up. Cause I'm telling y'all, I feel like a Ninja Turtle. I'm telling y'all, I feel so slow. But that's okay. I'm getting it. Another thing is, too, if you're going to practice with acrylic, the good thing to know is to start with small beads, because I think you got in here a little later, Emily. Start with smaller beads. That's why you see me, like, starting with, like, itty-bitty ones, and then working my way up to medium. Those help, you know. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. I try to find me some nice colors. Girl, you know I'm honest with you. Exactly, Adore. Like, child, that's what I can respect, too. Having you know an Adore to say, girl, no, you know, do this or try that, or girl, no, that's not working. Like, you want to have people in your corner like that. You know what I'm saying? They not telling you that is wrong, or you know, to be, you know, hateful or spiteful. They're telling you that to definitely help you evolve and be just that better, because we all can use some help. We all can always take some notes and learn and grow. So you have to be open to that. Not everyone is gonna like your nails, but as long as they're in there helping you, just keep going. You got this. You really do. Emily said, I got blooming gel. Yes, blooming gel. Girl, you gonna have fun with that blooming gel. Yes. You got this. Oh, Bubba, y'all gonna have fun with that blooming gel. What's the brand of blooming gel you got? Because some blooming gels bloom faster than others. I'm just curious. I use Exagi. I hope I'm saying it right. How y'all say it? Exijai. I mean Jay. So this is a bad bead. Another important thing is make sure you get a good bead. This is a bad bead. You want to make sure your beads are like nicely built. This is actually a pretty good napkin for nail beads. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your napkin full of just acrylic, because then it's like you put more acrylic on this napkin than you are your nails. So just that's why I said use small beads, because that way you don't lose. If you do have to, you know, wipe it off, you don't lose as much. You know what I'm saying? You don't lose as much. So yeah. Emily, try nail foils. Yes, use nail foils. I got Beetles. Oh yeah, Beetles is good. Beetles is good. Yeah, I got theirs too. I got Beetles and Exagi. I just never, I think I used the Beetles once. But then I had ended up getting this Exagi blooming gel, and it changed the game for me. It changed the game. I ain't even gonna lie to you, girl. It changed the game. Now I'm finna show y'all something in just a second, because I want you all to see where I'm coming from when I say make sure that nail is fully covered and fully built. One thing you can do is press that acrylic back and make it thicker. That's another thing. That's another trick, right? If you want to save some acrylic powder, you don't have to do that. You can just go in with another. Of course, you're going to have to go in with another bead, because you got to, you know, build the nail. But what I want you all to do is preserve as much of that acrylic powder as you can. You see what I'm saying? I'm finna show y'all something right fast, okay? Okay. Really quick. So, I didn't do my best to cover. Well, I'm still working on it. But you see like how you can still see my nail? That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. So when you go in with your next coat, make sure it's thick enough to where it's going to cover the full bed, okay? And that's why it's important to go to pat, go sidewall to sidewall. You get what I'm saying? Hey, cat. What's your cat name? Oh, Dora got her cat beside her, too. I know that's right. Yes, he's a kid. I know he's right. Not 13. He's a little old man. I know that's right. I bet you can. I'm hollering. You want a bubble butt nail? I'm hollering. No, I don't want no bubble butt snail, honey. I don't want no bubble butt snails, okay? But see, that's why it's important to just, you know, acknowledge, and you see something, fix it. You get what I'm saying? So, again, taking my dominant hand, getting that nice bead on there. And this time we're going to go back to the acrylic. We're going to go back here, okay? So I'm going to press that down. Now, when you are pressing your acrylic down, make sure you're pressing it wide enough to where you see it going to both sides. You see what I'm saying? Sidewall to sidewall, sidewall to sidewall. Bam. Swipe. Okay? Don't wait too long or it will harden up on you, okay? Now, we're going to do our little tricky trick here. We're going to bring our acrylic down. Okay? Bring it down. And we're still going to be able to build the nail, okay? Bring it down. Now, make sure you are wiping that brush off. If you don't wipe that brush off, it will cake. And I ain't talking about Rihanna cake, okay? No, baby. Sure won't. All right? Now, I'm seeing some imperfections here, but that's the beauty of doing your nails. You know what I'm saying? Trial and error, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you aren't a professional. Even professionals mess up too. Like, I be appreciating watching like professionals that show their raw footage. Like, it ain't so perfect. Like, they show the mistakes they make and everything. Like, I appreciate that, because it really does help me like see like, okay, I be having that problem too, or I be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just helps you acknowledge where you are in your journey as well, and the things that you might be, you know, messing up on or whatever have you. So you can see that in the middle, it's not quite built, and you can still see my nail. You do not want that, okay? You do not want that, okay? You don't want that. Let me make sure. I get, okay. All right. So we're going to actually take a little second and wipe off this nail. I like to spread it a little bit. Make sure I get everything off, because at the end of this, you know, and when it's all said and done, you want that brush to still look like this, nice and flat. No kinks, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're wiping that brush off, okay? So we're going to take another bead, which will be our final bead, okay? And we're going to just literally place it right here in the middle. Right here. You see how I went from sidewall to sidewall? I'm going to pat, 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 pat. It's still a little wet, so we can't swipe it yet. So I am going to give it just 1, 2, 3, swipe, okay? And you see how it seamlessly blends right on down. You want to do that little tricky trick I showed you, okay? Now up here it's still a little wet, but it's ready. You see what I'm saying? So just swipe it down. You get what I'm saying? And look, ultimately everything blends. It's up to you to keep going and not be discouraged so bad to where, you know, you're like, oh, this is my non-dominant hand. Because trust me, I've been there. I've been there. Trust me. When I'm not on here, oh, we sugar be hearing it. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. She be like, you okay? I'm like, I'm good, baby. It's just this doggone non-dominant hand I'm using. And again, you see the difference. Nice. And we got some work to do. You get what I'm saying? But you're doing it, right? Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, Bubba. Thank you. Sparkle, I'm doing, this is already brown, so I'm literally going to do the top coat when I'm done. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a separate live tomorrow showing you all the design. Tonight, I'm just going to go all the way through with my, you know, building the nail or whatever. But this is brown. It's called Divine Brown or Dark and Divine or something like that. Hey, Jonika. Hey, girl. Yeah, Jonika won a lot of, well, well, 2 out of our 5 giveaways, y'all. And I appreciate y'all that are in here that tuned in on the giveaways. We have more and more to come, so just hang in there, okay? I mean, a lot to memorize. This is going to be a lot to memorize. No, you got this, girl. And then if you ever want to go back and watch Adore's lives or my lives, girl, you can always do that. You know what I'm saying? They're always there, and I'm always going to be going live doing some nails, okay? Trust me, you. Okay, this is so helpful. Okay, Emily said this is so helpful. Yes, Emily, you got this, girl. I say, especially with you using that blooming gel, go all out, honey. Go all out, honey, with that blooming gel. You hear me? You can do so much. You can do tie-dye. You can do a polka dot cheetah print or whatever have you. Just make it fun, you know what I'm saying? And take your time. If it don't bloom right off, don't be discouraged. Just give it a few seconds. If it don't bloom in a few seconds, then okay, give it another 3 seconds, you know what I'm saying? But just don't give up and don't get discouraged. That's what I want y'all to take from this live. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged, okay? Now I'm looking at this nail right here. I'm seeing just a slight bit of acrylic missing right here. So I'm actually going to build this in just a little bit, okay? She said, when I get it, I'm going to be watching a lot. I know that's right. Yes, I love me a good cheetah print too, girl. Yes, honey, yes. All right, so I'm going to take the thinnest little layer, okay? And we're going to just add that right here, okay? All right. So, and then because I'm adding it there, you want to swipe backwards. Swipe backwards down, and then you want to swipe forward, okay? And you see how it blends seamlessly? That's what you're going for. Don't give up on yourself, okay? Everything is fixable. Trust me, you. Everything is fixable. Now, some designs aren't, because once they on there and you didn't top coat them, child, you might have to drill them off. But everything is fixable, so technically it is. Then just really, you know, just give yourself some grace, though. Give yourself grace, okay? All right, so we're going to fill in everything. Make sure everything is nice and built, honey. All right, so you see how the cuticles look from here to here? They look good, but they can be better, right? Right? They can be way better. She said, "Are you a door friend?" Sorry, it's with the name. Yes, we are definitely probably closer than a lot of people on this YouTube space. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gives me feedback, she helps me, I help her. Like, it's that type of camaraderie. Like I said, I can appreciate somebody saying, "Girl, no, that's not it," you know what I'm saying, versus somebody saying, "Oh yeah, that's cute," you know what I'm saying, and it's really not cute, you know. So yes, yes, yes. So here's the difference. Y'all see the difference in using my non-dominant hand to this hand, you know what I'm saying? So yes. Okay. All right, so now we've cleaned our brush. We're gonna give these some time to dry out. And what I will say, use gloves. I didn't use gloves this time, but use gloves. That way you don't, you know, get some acrylic on the hand that you're not using, and you know you have to start all over and stuff and things. You don't want that, okay? No, you don't want that. Okay, while we doing that, I'll throw this one down here because some of y'all be like, "What are you working on uniquely?" This is what I'm working on. And I have something else I'm working on. I got a smaller set that I'm working on too, which I'm going to complete. Y'all see the teeth? Yeah, I like these teeth nails. All right, when are you going live? When is your next live? My next live will be tomorrow. I'm going to try to set it for noon my time. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, so my lives is like 12 o'clock. But I think it's like 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time some places, or 3 o'clock if you're in Atlanta, okay? But yeah, so. Oh, I hate doing my own. Yeah, the non-dominant hand is a struggle. Like, I'm not a lefty, I'm a righty. That's why I said, like, y'all can see the difference. Like, it's not too bad of a difference, but you can see, like, I don't know. I see it. You know what I'm saying? That's what matters. You acknowledging, you know, what you need to do better and where you can be better. That's ultimately it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I didn't use a lot. I didn't do bad on my beads, as you can see. This is between both hands, so I say I did pretty good. But, yeah. Bye, Bubba. Emily says, same. Bye, Bubba. Yes. So, you know, it's just something to make sure you know, like, if you don't have, if this is not full of like a lot of acrylic, like just smeared, you did a good job. I think for the amount I used on both hands, I think this is a pretty good napkin. You know what I'm saying? I think I did pretty good. You think? Yeah, I think. All right, so while we let these dry, I'm going to be going in with my 240 nail bits that I got off of Shein, and just cleaning up my cuticle areas and stuff and things. And then I'll buff everything while you're on live. Now, when you're using color acrylic powder, you don't want to go too high on the speed, or it'll just, mess it up. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to just go on a speed of 3, and then we're going to go from there, okay? One second, y'all. 1 second. I gotta plug it up. Okay. There we go. So we're on a speed of 3. You ate up the application for both hands. Don't worry. Thank you, girl. You know what? I appreciate it because I tell you, I apologize for going so slow again, y'all. Because again, I know that they can bore some people, which they really shouldn't matter, but it matters to me because I want to be that much better. But you know, we'll get there. But I appreciate that. Actually, I'm gonna go on a speed of 2. Because 3 is a little high. And literally, we're going to be cleaning up our cuticle areas, okay? Ultimately, that's what we're going to be doing. Now, when I'm cleaning up my cuticle areas, I'm paying very close attention to the sides and everything, okay? Now, when you're going to go back and forth, it's very important for you to make that drill bit go back and forth. Now, you can also use a different head, a different drill head if you would like I have. Well, I don't have it out, but I show you all. It has ridges on it, and it's a pretty good nail head. I can't even think of what the name of it is, y'all. It's a name for all these heads, but yeah. So basically, just take your time and just make sure those walls are good to go, okay? And you want to make sure that it's nice and clean across, because sometimes I encapsulate these, which for these I'm not. But yeah. So that's what we got so far. Looking good. Thin but built enough to where you can use it. Thank you, Emily. Thank you. All right. So on a speed of 2, like I said, with color acrylic, which I usually use my Mia Secret nude blush acrylic, so it doesn't matter if I just, you know, speed it up a little faster. But typically when I use color acrylic, I like to use my nail drill bit on a lower speed, just so I'm not chipping away at that color. You get what I'm saying? So that's just for me. I know some people are like, it shouldn't matter, whatever, but it matters to me. I don't want to be that way, you know? So you just cleaning it up, and then don't forget you still have to file this. So that's why I said, like, it's important to make sure you are going, you know, clockwise, counterclockwise to clean up the cuticle. Clockwise, counterclockwise. You should be able to see your cuticle bed with nothing, you know, like it should be clean. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I just realized it's 2:30. Okay, girl, yeah, go ahead and get you some sleep, girl. But I appreciate you for catching this live, Emily. Yeah, make sure I go to show Emily some support, her and Bubble and Door and everybody, Patches, everybody in here. I appreciate y'all because I'm telling y'all, it really does mean a lot to me. I hope you have a good night, and I will be back tomorrow, girl. Thank you. All right. So now that is the so now we have our cuticle bed. Nice and clean, okay? I say take your time on this part. If I had this nail bit on a little bit higher of a speed, I would be done. But again, be careful with this color acrylic powder because it can be tricky, you know what I'm saying? So that's just a little tip or whatever. Take it with a grain of salt, but do what? Take it. Okay? All right, so we just still going clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. At least that's what I call it, child. Or back and forth, and back and forth, okay? Ooh-wee. Shout out to Tyler Perry, y'all. Tyler Perry going through some things, y'all. He going through some things. But I do appreciate that back and forth. Okay, and then as you are cleaning up your nails and stuff, make sure you are shaping the nails as much as you can with that drill, because the file should only be literally doing what it needs to do. File the nail and getting on down. You get what I'm saying? Make sure the cuticle walls are nice and clean and neat. And that's why it's important essentially for you to make sure that you're taking your time. But again, you're doing your nails, so if you get mad at yourself, girl, it's okay. It's all right. We did them ourselves, honey. We did them ourselves, honey. And oh, preserve your monomer. Preserve your monomer, okay? That means put it back in the monomer bottle. If it ain't too cloudy. You know, cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Make sure you are... Oh, another thing is make sure you're pinching that side a little bit so you can make sure you get on the side and it's nice and clean. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right. So we looking good. For these three, we looking good. A little ashy, but it's okay. Now this one I'm definitely going to have to clip. Hold on. Maybe not. Not too much, but it needs to come down because I don't like my pointer to be... It's something about my pointer being long. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm going to clip it down just a little bit. But enough to where it's even to um, the rest of the nails. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be nice and even. Another good benefit of taking it slow, I'm actually going to go up to 3, y'all, just a little bit. Another benefit of taking it slower with you know, your nail beads and stuff is that you don't have to do as much cleanup. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already nice and nicely done for you. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm already knowing that when I get to this non-dominant hand, child, we're going to have to do some work, honey. Work it out. Work it out. All right, I went back down to a speed of 2. And that's okay. Make sure you're pinching that side wall. Counterclockwise, clockwise. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Now, this is what I do. Do what works for you. But ultimately, we should have the same goal to make sure these nails are slayed at the end of the day in the best way. Okay? Okay? Make them ashy. Make them ashy. Okay? All right. Next, we're going to... This is so relaxing. Thank you, Patches. But you is funny. I know this, right? I try to be. You know what I'm saying? I try to be encouraging and relaxing, honey. Now, Just take your time, okay? I'm going to go up to about a speed of 3 again, given that this one is just a little bit thicker. And if you see that the acrylic is just a little bit thicker, go up 1 speed, but not too much, okay? And again, you see how fast it's chipping at that brown. That's why we only go up for a second to clean the cuticles, and we just go back down. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Again, you're doing your nails, you're making them fly, and that's all that matters. Okay? I'm gonna go back down to a speed of 2. Make it ashy, make it ashy. Okay? You see these sidewalls and the cuticle beds are cuticling, right? Clockwise, counterclockwise. And we see that on a speed of 2, it's not eating at that acrylic too much, okay? Not too much. And any, you know, mistakes that you think you might have made, the drill will help you with it, okay? All right, we're gonna pinch that side, okay? Pinch the side, and we're just gonna get to work, okay? Work it out. Work it out. All right. All right. Okay. Now, I'm done with this, so I'm just gonna fold it over and place it back here behind me. Okay. All right. So before I move on to my non-dominant hand that has the foils on there, I'm gonna just clip the nails and show you all that process as well. Now, some people don't do it this way. Some people would just use the drill to clip off their nails. And that's fine too. However, we're gonna take this and we're gonna just clip off the smallest little bit, right? And we just gonna reshape them. Because when you bend your hand down like that, they should all be the same shape. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm gonna back up just a little bit because I feel like I'm like right there in y'all face. Okay? I'm using my 80/80 file. Shin. We're just gonna give it a little shape. You wanna go in straight, get up under there real good, right? Like they do at the nail place. Get under there and just go straight, okay? Shaping the nail, okay? Giving it a, and you can make them as pointy as you want, but sometimes Sugar be saying my nails too sharp. So for this for the purposes of this video, I won't make them too sharp, you know. And I'm trying to rub my Sugar, and then she like, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I want to rub you. I want to stroke you. Ain't that right, babe? Babe, ain't that right? Yeah, I should see Sugar. She's supposed to, yeah. Sugar making shirts, y'all. We up out here, y'all. We is up, honey. But it's only like 9:42, so. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We got two claws done. And again, that's why it's important when you're building the nails, you don't be too hard on yourself. Just shape them how you wanna. Let the drill do what it does, and then your file is gonna do the rest, okay? Go under there and go straight, okay? Under and straight, okay? All right, under and straight, okay? You see how it's getting those sides that were a little bulky? No longer bulky, right? Because we're going under and we're going straight up and down, okay? Right? Making sure we're hitting that point, okay? Making it as pointy as we want, okay? And then we just have 3 claws, cat claws, right? Now we got this one, okay? This one we gonna work with, okay? This is where I say some people are like, oh, you could just use the drill. Well, I like it the old fancy way. I like when they take the file and just, you know, go back and forth and back and forth. and back and forth. So literally drag your hand back so you can get that nice point across, okay? But make sure you're going under and straight across. You don't want no bumps and curves, okay? Just like they do at the shop, okay? Going under, back and forth. We're going to do that to the same side. We're going to go under, and do the same thing. Now, I'm moving a little fast because this is my dominant hand. But you see me going straight? You see how this nail file is flush? You want to be like that, okay? You can do it. You got this. You got this, okay? All right. And back and forth. Flush. Okay? There we go. And we got some nice claws. Yes, honey. Yes. This one right here at the tip looking a little something. Okay, there we go. So we got them all nice and clawed and pointy, right? That's exactly what you want to do. And you can do it. Look at it. Look under there. So look at the tips under there. They tipping, right? You can do that. Take your time, okay? Now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to clip this thumb because the thumb is a little long and the rest of them they're long, right? But the thumb can be clipped down just a smidget, okay? Literally, we're going to take our handy dandy Dollar Tree, y'all. Dollar Tree is your best friend. I'm telling y'all. Dollar Tree has a lot of stuff. Don't sleep on Dollar Tree, okay? A lot of nail stuff, okay? We're literally going to take the tip off. Right here. Right there, okay? And it still might be a little long. I'm going to take out just a little bit more. Just a smidget, right? Not nothing too crazy. Don't put it all the way in there or it will come off. Okay? But about that much. Because we want them to all be about the same size. Okay? And they all should flow, right? Alright. So now, taking our 80/80. I know some people like to use their 240 or whatever the case may have you. But this is what I'm using tonight. Okay? Alright? Go in just like they do at the nail shop, okay? Get under there real good. Go flush. I'm just moving fast, so it might look a little cray-cray, but that's all I'm doing, you know? You got this. Doing the same thing. Get under there. Get nice and flush. Okay? All right. I'll clean it up. Clean it up. Anything you need to clean up, just give it a nice little swoosh. Swoosh, like they do at the nail shop, okay? Swoosh. That way you can see them cuticle beads. And ultimately, we have our first filed and drilled hand, okay? Now, our buffer is going to do a lot of the things that we want it to do, like give it a glow and all of that and stuff and things. But ultimately, they don't look too caked up at the cuticles. They're nice and flat, you know what I'm saying? They're nicely built. You can do this too, okay? Ooh, child, here we go. Now, we're going to have to cut these. Now, y'all know I like to do the side by side. Too long, right? All right, so I'm going to take my non-dominant hand. Just put my tippity tip in there. Just a little bit. All right. It's still too long. Just a smidget. So we're going to clip it. Don't put it in there all the way now. Okay? You hear me? Do not put that tip in there all the way. Or else she's going to be too short. All right. That look good, right? Right. Okay. So. Now, actually, I'm going to do that for each one. So, I think this one going to be about the same size. Yeah, we good there. This one way too long. Not way too long, but we got to clip her, right? It's too long. So, you want to make sure that it's not too short, not too long, but it's just right? Or else it's not going to flow. doing the same thing, putting that tip in there. Bam. And there we have you. Right? Okay, we got to shape it, but she's there. This one is too long as well. We're going to do the same thing. Barely put her in there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna clip her just a smidget more because once I make the point, it's still gonna be long, but I'm gonna cut it just a smidget. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I like that. All right, and then now we're gonna take these nails. You see how long this nail is? We don't want that, so we're gonna clip it just a smidget. Just a smidget more. Literally a smidget. Still too long. Smidget more. Not too much though, okay? This should be your final clip. It wasn't even in there, child. Make sure it's clipped out too, or else it'll just not clip your nail. Okay. Ooh-wee. What patches? What patches? Why you do that face? This is funny. All right, so yeah, we gonna do the same thing using my non-dominant hand though. So work with me, okay? So I'm gonna take this, go nice and flush. Out and in. Out and in. This is fascinating to me. Thank you, Patches. I mean, it really is like relaxing, especially when you're doing them yourself, because you can teach yourself so much and you get used to the feel of the drill and the feel of the file, child. I tell you, it is. But honestly, that's how I feel about my hair too. Like when I'm braiding my hair, it's so relaxing. All right, y'all. I move like a ninja turtle for those of you all that are just watching, because sorry, just not my non-dominant hand. I mean, it's not my dominant hand. It's my non-dominant. All right. So, making sure everything is nice and flush, too. Flush. That means straight. Okay? Go in and out. In, out. Okay? Snatch it out. Okay, do we have a point? Is everything looking good? I think we're looking good. I think we need to point this one a little bit more, though. Baby, your food is in the microwave. You hear me, sugar? Your food in the microwave. All right. You can do this around the cuticle part before or after you do your drill, but I just went on ahead and did it before or whatever. All right. Oh, Lord. Here we go with this one. Nice and flush. Straight. Go under that nail. In and out. But make sure it's nice under there and flush. Okay? All right. Now we're going to do the same thing right here, okay? Get under there. Take your thumb and hold the nail, okay? If it's just flapping all over the place, just take it and hold it, okay? Nice and flush. Get under there and go nice and flush. In and out. Okay? All right. See what I'm saying? How I say like it might be too long, but it's really not. But see, I got to keep shaping it because it doesn't have quite the point I want it to have. In and out. In and out. Go in, hold it with your thumb. In and out, okay? And ultimately, it's going to do what you need it to do, okay? And make sure you're holding them up side by side. Side by side. Okay? They look cute to me. They look good to me. Don't forget, we still got to go in with our drill bit. So a lot of this stuff right here that you're seeing, that you didn't see on this hand, it's probably happening on this hand. But I do appreciate y'all. All right? So nice and flush. Hold it with your thumb. In and out. In and out. All right? Now, the reason why I snatch it back is because it seems like the point comes a little faster. I don't know what they be doing in the shop, but I just used to sit there and watch them because I want to be that. Like, yeah, I took it to do a nail serious. And Sugar was like, no, you're going to do your own, baby. You can do it. I was like, I know this right, Sugar, because I don't like. She was like, no, just make sure you just pay attention to this last time and let that be it. So... But over the time, though, I used to go to the shop, I would just watch them. I used to like how they snatch it back because it's like, it really did look like the point comes a little faster for some reason. But hey, it just could all be in my head. This is a perfect nail here because you can see the cuticles push back and all of that. Nice and flat, perfectly built. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Holding them side by side. We nice and even, nothing too tall than the other. No. Okay. Yep, we looking good in the hoodie. All right, so here we go. Hold, take your thumb, hold the nail. Snatch it back. Nice and flush though. Snatch it back. Snatch it back. Okay. Do the same thing over here, okay? Hold it with your thumb still. Okay, nice and flush. Snatch it back. Nice and flush. Snatch it back. Okay. All right. Okay. Looking good so far. It's just that this one is just a little bit wider than the other one. But I know what I need to do. So you're still nice and flush. Snatch it back. Snatch it back. Okay. Same thing over here. Okay. All right. Let's see. And then we still got to go over it with the drill, okay? All right. Okay. Same thing over here. Now, we might have to clip this one a little more because I think this one is a little longer still. Yeah, it's still a little longer. So. All right, there we go. We should be really good now. All right. All right, hold that nail. You should be able to hold your thumb too with your supporting fingers, okay? All right. Take it as file best you can. Make sure you are doing it at an angle, even though you are the tip, that is, but you want to make sure that everything else is flush. When you're shaping your stiletto nails, you should make sure that it is nice and sturdy and at a point, okay? Make sure you are, you know, you're doing it, okay? So I ain't just saying it for fun, like snatch it back. No, you're snatching it back to create that point. Okay, nice and flush. Get under there. Hope I explained it well. Maybe I didn't, but I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying here. All right, nice and flush. Under there. I don't want to go out of frame. Okay. Okay, nice and flush. Okay. This one is still a little long, so we're going to clip it a little more. Just at the tip. Thought I clipped it good. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good there. Okay. Get under there. Okay. Now, you're creating that point. Okay. All right. That is looking so freaking good. Okay. All right. Now, on to our drilling of it all, because we got to drill this hand just like we did this hand, okay? Then we're going to buff and file it. And with our buffing, we will be using some cuticle oil to make it shine and nice and smooth, okay? Sometimes they do that at the shop, sometimes they don't. It just depends on what shop you go to, so yeah. All right. So especially on your non-dominant hand, I say use a lower speed. Because if you don't, child, well, there you have it. You're just going to chip away. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Okay? Take your time. Hey, you hand me a water? Starbucks. Thank you. Huh? I am. Oh, you ain't gonna eat. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to wrap these up. All right. All right. So not a lot of cleanup, y'all. I'm gonna do essentially the same thing that I did on the other hand on this hand. Um, and I guess I did do better than what I thought. But yeah, so it's just this one right here that really needs to be built the most. But, I mean, that really needs to be filed the most. So I'm gonna go up to a speed of 3, and then after this part, I'm gonna go through my buffing really, really fast, and then it's about probably like 3 o'clock where you all are. And I'm going to get off of here. Okay. This one is like really thick, so it's not taking off a lot of the acrylic, but as you can see, it was thicker around this area. Now you want to go counterclockwise, clockwise, okay? And ultimately, that's it. Like, I'm surprised that I did this hand as well as I did, because, all the way around, pinched it. I guess I did these thick enough to where I can use my speed of 3. And the acrylic doesn't come off. So just make sure you are careful though, because Like I said, not all of them. Like you said, you seen, like I can't use the speed of 3 on all of the nails because it just comes off. And maybe it's me, and I don't think so. It's just, I know with color acrylic, you really have to be careful. Not somebody blowing out there at 10 o'clock at night. Please, please. Cut that off, honey. All right. All right. Making sure you're going clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, okay? And that's it, ultimately. So let me show y'all how I'm going to do my buffing. I'm going to just show y'all on my right hand because I'm finna get ready and go to bed with my honey. I ain't know she was even finna go to bed, child. But my honey finna go to bed. Take me a shower and go right on to bed, child. And then we'll do these at 12 o'clock my time tomorrow. I'm going to set the live tonight. Okay. All right. And that's it there. So real quick, we're going to take a little bit of our cuticle oil. Dab them on like that. And just buff them. You see? And it just cleans it up. That's it. That's it. That's all. Okay? That's it. Do that to all your nails, and you should be good to go when you wash your hands and use your brush. Okay? And ultimately, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed this live. I will be back tomorrow with more part 2 so we can finish them up, okay? Y'all make sure y'all say y'all prayers out there. Stay prayed up, and we will definitely be back tomorrow, okay? To design them using both hands again. And y'all can see the difference. Hey. And good night, Patches. Hope you have a good night. All right, y'all. I'm out. Bye.